What's going on, YouTube? Hello, Rumble. Hope you're all doing well and good, and happy holidays to everyone. Hope you're all feeling festive. I am TheSaffronMan, and this is Red versus Red, where we talk about Manchester United and all the things going on with our club. Now, me and Sporadiclese had the podcast out of the weekend. You may or may not have checked it out. But it was good to have that kind of banter back and forth and to have that interaction because we don't always agree on everything. But I'm sure one thing that we will both agree on is that what's happened to this club in the last couple of days has just been absolutely mental. Now look, we've had Dan Ashworth literally wait for 5 months to come to our club. We spent millions on him, not as much as a player I know, but then he's literally gone within 5 months. Now look, if it's not working and you need to find another resolution, I mean, so be it. You cut the head off the snake, or you get rid of the virus as quickly as possible before it turns into something worse. I understand, but this is something I've never seen this before. Like, I don't think anyone's ever seen this before. Maybe. And we were trying to build up, I say we, as in the fan base, the community, like the content creators as well. In majority, we're trying to build up this kind of positive influence. We knew that this was going to be, well, we didn't know. I was kind of signed on for this project from earlier on from Jim Ratcliffe. I believed what Jim Ratcliffe was saying. I believed in the actions that they were taking. I thought Ahmed Barada was a good sign to come in. Jason Wilcox coming in. Everyone doing their thing. I was a believer on the project. And now Dan Ashworth is gone. And it's not the end of the project, but I'm now left with an absolute mad confusion. I don't know what to believe. I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to blame. But one person who I do think is to blame is not only Jim Ratcliffe, because he makes the calls, right? But I think Brailsford is a part of this. Now, you read any of these articles about Dan Ashworth, about this, that and the other, and you won't hear Brailsford's name in any of those articles, which makes me think he was probably one of the main instigators of this. I think when Jim Brailsford first turned up at the club, there were rumours that players went in for interviews, and Brailsford had a bit of an ego, like, I'm taking my time away from my achievements to be here with you, the players, to try and fix this club. Like they needed to bow down before him and grace him for his presence in the club, sort of thing, right? And I just think that Brailsford has got a big part to do with Dan Ashworth leaving. Now, is that for good or for bad? I mean, if Dan Ashworth is being a bit of a tool and not doing his job very well and other people are doing his job better, so be it. But it just feels weird that one of the biggest people at the club, Jim Brailsford, hasn't been mentioned in any of these articles at all. And it just feels weird that such a big character who controls and runs so much within the club, he wouldn't be a part of it. He absolutely was a part of it. But I don't know where they go now. Apparently they're not looking for a replacement sporting director. It looks like Wilcox and Barada and others are doing that job for them at the same time. So maybe, they're doing cost cutting all over the place. Maybe they just realised that they didn't need a sporting director with the other players, with the other team members that they have with them, with Wilcox and everyone else. So it's very confusing. And this is the point. Like, we're supposed to be all on the same wavelength. We're supposed to be looking forward to Amorim getting some results and Lenny Yoro getting fitness and Ugarte becoming the new Casemiro replacement and Højlund getting goals, Rashford being back to form, Anthony might be getting sold. Like, all these things we should be focusing on the pitch. But now, all of that is kind of blown out of the water. And I'm just so angry and confused. I don't know who to trust. I don't know what to believe. I don't know if the project is going to be something worthwhile going for. I just don't know. I just don't know what's going on. And as a Manchester United fan, this is probably the most confused I've been in my lifetime, really, as to the operation of the club on a daily basis. I don't want to see the disabled section get cut in half of their funding. I don't want to see grandkids and grandfathers and little children have to pay £66 a ticket. Like, I don't understand what is going on with our club anymore, and it makes me angry, quite frankly, because you, me, and anyone else could go into that club and say, look, this isn't how you do that. Like, we've been brought onto the project of Jim Ratcliffe, and like, everything he's done, yes, he's had to make some tough decisions, but it's not been smooth sailing, and there's only so much you can say, yeah, well, never mind, you can't get everything, but, yeah, I'm now questioning everything that's happened, and I'm sure people are going to be on the same boat as me, and they're going to get towards, Christmas or New Year or March or whatever, and they're going to be asking the same questions now, because over the last 6 weeks especially, there have been more decisions that Man United fans are not happy with, and I'm sure over the next 6 months there's going to be a whole bunch more. Remember, we're literally talking to allow Jim Ratcliffe to tear down Old Trafford at the moment. Now, with all the decisions that Jim Ratcliffe has made as of late, would you let him tear down Old Trafford? Do you trust him to be making those decisions? I mean, right now, I'd say keep Old Trafford and ditch Jim Ratcliffe. But I mean, because you can't see the positives of what he's bringing. I can't anyway. And Amorim can't be the face of positivity. Like, he can't. He's the manager. He has to focus on the team, right? Amorim cannot be the face of positivity. And I don't see anything like Jason Wilcox we don't hear from. Omar Barada, when we do hear from, is very professional, but it's not an air of positivity. Jim Ratcliffe, we heard from him say, I think he was talking to, I forget his name, but yeah, he come up with an interview earlier on this week, and it wasn't amazing. Like, I don't know. You let me know down in the comments, right? I'm also going to do the match preview for our Europa League game on Thursday. I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, I just kind of, before I went live for the day, I just kind of wanted to vent a little bit. I'm angry. I'm confused. I don't know who to believe or who to trust. I don't like what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, what I'm reading. I'm disappointed against the Forest match for sure, but we can win or lose football games, and Amorim's all going to work hard to try and get this team up and running. And there are positives with Ugarte and Euro and everything else, but man, it feels something is majorly off at this club, and we can't put a pinpoint on it. Ashworth has been, he was like 10 out of 10, the sporting director, worked for the FA, he's worked for all these clubs, and he's like, how has someone like Dan Ashworth not worked? And if he's not working, and if he is conflicting with others, why are those others not being thought of as being sacked? Like, I think Dan Ashworth is more trustworthy than Jason Wilcox, maybe. Look, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm angry. I'm disappointed. I don't know what's going on. Let me know in the comments. See what you think. Am I absolutely... I don't know. I'm just absolutely discombobulated with this news story, and I don't know where the club are going forward after this, and how can the players focus on just performances on the pitch when all this is just going on as well. There's supposed to be stability. This was supposed to be the A-team in the boardroom to fix Manchester United and the club. And if we're making poor decisions like sacking him like 5 months after, like, how much does that cost us? I don't know. Anyway, let me know in the comment section. Are you just as confused or as annoyed about all this as I am? Or maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe you think, yeah, look, if he's not a good fit, get him out. But surely we should have known that during the 5 months ago. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for your support. I will be back tomorrow with the preview for our Europa League game. Make sure you continue to show your support. Hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bells. That would be great. Yeah, thanks so much. I've been the Saffron Man, and I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, peace.